at a corporation, at a business, or working for the... What the fuck do you think this app is about, stupid? It's about comedy.
He's gonna stay in a fucking room and they have to hear you.
They're not gonna stay. You think they want to listen to you and Mon all night long while you guys say the N-word 100 times?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why people are always going in their rooms, to be honest.
Because you say the N-word and you upset black people. You think that?
The N-word, no. Is it because I upset black? Oh, yeah, that was like a large reason black people in the rooms. Like the very first room I made is that I felt this app out for like a few weeks, and then it was like white people, whiteness, and all things beautiful about white people. It was some stupid shit. And then like all of a sudden, it's just like within a few minutes, I have like 150 people in the room, and it's just like nice. All of it, all of these black people are like, "What's up with your title, motherfucker? What you doing?" And then and while I was filling this app out, I remember like going into predominantly black spaces, and I could be talking. Then a black woman would overtalk me. They'd be like, "Cracker, you hear this sister talking, right? You let this black queen speak. No, you're goddamn wrong, motherfucker." And it's like, oh, okay. And so, like, I immediately started playing that same fucking ball game. I'm like, okay, Mr. Jefferson, I know you heard, this white queen speaking, okay? You can kindly shut the fuck up so she can continue her point. They're like, who are you talking to? Okay, move to audience. Okay, any of you other monkeys want to get,
Pepe, how badly did you get beat during the boxing matches?
Oh my God, this cracker and his audacity. I was literally, like, not even one-upping them. I was literally treating him, giving him the same level of hospitality that they gave us. And they could not fucking stand it. And then, of course, I started bringing up statistics and, FBI crime data, all of this shit. They're like, that shit's racist. That's racist. What do you mean? What do you mean we commit more than half the murder? That's bullshit. You guys committed genocide your whole life. 400 years of slavery and oppression. And, they go with their stupid narratives. And they're a very easy group of people to just, like, troll and make them jump out of their skin. Like, there's no group of people where you can say one word and they act like monkeys. And of course, nigger is the word.
Well, have you ever painted a picture of the Prophet Muhammad?
Well, that's another one.
Why don't you change your name to Muhammad? See, you're boring. You've gotten boring, Pepe. What we're encouraging you to do is spice it up.
I don't make rooms in. When's the last time I made a room?
Listen, I think you're just repeating yourself all the time. Like, how badly did your head get bashed in the boxing ring? Because you don't ever actually say anything new.
But when do I make rooms anymore? I don't make rooms.
Again, you're repeating yourself. I've heard you say the same stupid shit over and over. When do I make rooms? I don't even make rooms anymore. Like, bro, do something with your life.
I'm not. This is a dying app. Any clout I would have got, anybody who knows who I am, they already know who I am. I literally, I'll just like come in and shoot the shit with people. I'm not making fucking spaces.
Dr. Australia, what do you think?
Lit rooms with a bunch of fucking people. I just
let me ask Dr. Australia.
Like, that's not my thing anymore.
Dr. Australia in the chat wrote, wow, healthy debates really plummeted. I wonder what happened to Roger. Did you catch JB saying that the kid who stabbed the other kid was scared for his life? I heard JB today, Jay Breska, say that he's a conservative, and I couldn't stop laughing because that fucking faggot voted for Kamala Harris. Also, Dr. Australia wrote, Brincesia is crying again.
Yeah, she does that.
It's got to be Nora.
You gotta admit that this app shouldn't be dying. It's a good platform. They fucked it up really bad.
They fucked it up so
They had a town hall today. Did you see it?
Out of all of like the media box, this was like the best platform. If you go on to X, it's just like you can only have a certain number of people on stage. It's the audio quality is horrible.
Yeah.
And of course, Elon Musk has had this shit for a couple of years, and nothing's changed.
How many accounts do you think you've had, Pepe? How many accounts do you think you've had? I think I've had probably 30.
Why is it?
30
He just
at
bought
least.
Clubhouse.
I don't know.
Why would he buy it? He's already got X, and social audio over there is bigger
Because
than
he
it is
can't
here.
afford to buy anything.
No, he's talking about Elon Musk, not me, you fucking retard.
I know.
What would he do? Just keep running it as a
I
for
don't
loss
have the money
business?
to buy. I don't have the money to buy Clubhouse. Just like 99% of other white people, I do not have the money to Clubhouse.
What if we pooled our money and bought it all together?
Then what are you gonna do with it? Put Google ads on it? Google won't allow ads where you have rooms with people dropping the N-word and fucking making death threats and calling for people's murders all day long on this app. Have you not been? You don't even create. You don't need Diego. You don't even go into other rooms. You just create rooms. You're smart.
Hold on. As a, you guys will call me, they call me Tether, whatever you guys want to call me, whatever. A lot.
We're not FBA. We don't use that.
I'm not an FBA. I'm not.
I think FBA's called you guys that. We white people don't do that.
Okay, so the thing is this, right? One of the things that hold back this country, because I'm not born and raised, I was half raised here. One of the things that hold back the United States of America, and it's the truth, it's this ethnic race shit that's going on here. That's one of the major issues that hold back this country. Now, nigga means an ignorant person. And I know in America and around the world, nigga, whatever, wherever everybody comes from, they use it separately. We all use it as a tone of endearment. Who use it as a derogatory? Because you guys do. One of the major things that I feel a lot of Americans of Caucasian descent need to move forward from, and FBAs too.
The fuck is an FBA? A football player?
Diversity, your racial disparity, and your racial stereotypical outlook.
King Tutankhamun, what's an FBA?
A lot of Caucasians, we're not talking about on the app, I'm talking about in real life.
King Tutankhamun, what's an FBA? I don't know that acronym. Let me Google that for you.
I'm not Tutankhamun.
Jesus Christ, comedian.
Stop trying to think you're throwing me off. Just stop. Okay, you're not. Move. You see, once you move.
What's your point, Dr. Pap?
You see, once you move forward.
Dude, just shut up.
This
not you, but comedian.
This country will be so powerful than where it is, because you guys think America's powerful. It's not.
It's a paper tiger.
It's not powerful, especially in 2025. It's not. This country will be more together and powerful, and then it will be more conducive to have strong growth internally.
Like a lot of other countries. I can kind of get what you're saying. I'm
because
saying
at the end of the day, you're all born here. A lot of you all have a lot in common, because a lot of you guys, you think a lot of you guys don't have a lot in common. Black Americans and Caucasian Americans, you guys have a lot in common. You do. You think you don't, but you do.
Wait, you ain't black?
No, I agree, but hold on. So I want to ask you a question. Where in Africa do you come from?
Damn. I'm not African.
Where are you from?
I wasn't born in Africa, so that's why I'm African. I'm an African descent. Yes. Do I have mixtures like all of you guys? Yes.
What I would say is this. So, if you look in Africa, it's non-stop warring in a lot of these countries, and it's among ethnic
but there's other reasons why there's non-stop warring in there, and it's not just because of the people that are born there. There's a lot of other nuances that come with what's going on in Africa.
You see, my argument would be, whether it's in Europe, Africa, or Asia, is that the major fault lines tend to be racial, ethnic, and religious. So we can look at the Balkans, which is a recent
Well, I mean,
example,
in Africa,
where they are willing to slaughter
it's
each
more
other.
like it's more like a different tribal
Why would this
stuff,
guy
type
get
of
new
stuff.
permanent teeth in 24 hours? Instead of placing you in
Native
temporary
Americans
teeth,
did that. I mean, the thing is, though, that people differentiate themselves and they actively fight. And you say, here's what I think is kind of ironic what you said, is that when the rest of the world, and when I say the rest of the world, I mean literally the rest of the world, has not been able to get over their tribal, ethnic, racial, or religious differences, somehow there's supposed to be a miracle in the United States where we're capable of doing it. I think that's
America
kind of...
pushed, well, I mean, because America pushed togetherness, democracy. So that's the main reason why I'm stating what I'm stating. Plus, this is a huge melting pot. So that's why I'm stating what I'm stating. Because you guys are pushing togetherness, and it's really not.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I think that the melting pot thing was a mistake.
Well, half of you guys are yourselves. Your forefathers are not born Americans either. So I think you guys, that's why I said you guys and FBAs have a lot in common. And you think you don't, but you do.
What would I say? Foundational black events. Well, here's where I'll say that this is kind of proving my point. So, yeah, Europeans came here. The new arrivals, depending on where they came from, were looked down upon. But then we mix together and we just become white. Especially with like the millennials to quite a bit, but the Zoomers, they're absolutely like, if they're white, they're generally going to be like a mix of several different ethnicities of European background. Whereas after 400 years, Native Americans and blacks are still black. That's something that where like there's a racial fault line that has not really been overcome. I mean, I can have a kid with like a Hispanic woman, and it's kind of, at the end of the day, it's going to be, it may look like an exotic white person, or maybe just flat out white. And then they can just like blend in. Europeans have always been
It depends on the country where they're from, and it depends on the background of the person that speaks Spanish, because the Hispanic.
Mexicans are the overwhelming majority where I come from.
You and a Mexican, you yourself, you don't look like you're a pure.
I'm 100% European.
You look like you have a tan in that.
I do have a tan in that picture.
Right,
But
exactly.
But
I mean, that's another thing with you guys too.
you see, we're not as colorist as you guys, and that's a really weird thing.
With people that have my skin tone, but you're tanning. That shit is crazy to me. I thought,
Sure.
When I came to this country, I always find it so funny. And where I'm from, I wasn't dirt poor. So we have white Jamaican people. We have Chinese Jamaican people. We have Indian, red dot Indian, not the indigenous like people here. You guys and the FBI is always claiming we have East Indian people. My family is descendant of that too on my mother's side. I always find it so funny when we used to go to the North Coast, we used to drive to the North Coast, and then British white people and American white people are totally different. I used to look to myself and we used to laugh. Now, here it is. Americans is coming to my country, trying to make it seem like they're better than us. Motherfuckers is on the beach tanning, trying to get dark. That shit is crazy to me. But you have issues with black people like myself.
Well, I would say, here's the weird thing. So,
that shit is crazy.
I don't think it is. So, if you look at the history of tanning, so it used to be amongst whites. Getting a tan was, or being tan was like it was a huge turn on. Why? because having a tan meant that you were a laborer. But at least it's like the 1940s. Coco Chanel was in the Mediterranean. Her and her models had tans. And then all of a sudden it became chic and cool to like have a tan. And I would say this: God gave us skin that can tan. And I love how you try to like equate it to us like wanting to look black. It doesn't make us look more black. Like it literally just if anything, it can signal a lot of things, like such as maybe you exercise. Like today, you're outside more, you exercise more, you whatever. It's not trying to look closer to black. White people, when they tan, they don't look like another ethnicity. That's what weird.
I don't ever think you can never look like my beautiful chocolate skin ever. That will never happen. You can never look like me. So
that's racist.
I could care less. His undertones of what has been going on when I came to the room, all that niggas that was coming with Pepe's mouth. Let's get real. So you can never look like my chocolate skin here ever, and I could care less if you want to or don't. I never in my entire brought up in this world ever tried to think no white person is better than me ever. And like I said, we have white Jamaican people, we have Chinese, we have Indians, we have different ethnicities in Jamaica, we have German, Jamaicans. One of the things when I came to this country, I realized a lot of people here is ignorant, low grade and low class. And a lot of people here in America are very brainwashed to the point where you're stuck in how they want all of you to be, because a lot of you people here, white, black, and indifferent, and born Hispanics, you're like a flock of sheep. Anything the government tell you, you fall for it and you believe it. A lot of you, you're in a systemic, yes, and I'm here too, but I'm glad I'm from somewhere else. I can have a different outlook on a lot of things. A lot of people here are very fucking ignorant. This is one of the most ignorant places I've ever.
Hold on a second. So, what is Jamaica? Is it not one of the highest murder rates in the fucking world? Hold on, no, we're gonna go there.
Don't even go there because
we're gonna go there. No, shut your fucking mouth. We're gonna go there. So you're trying. No, hold on a second. What is the poorest island? What is the poorest place in the Western Hemisphere? It is literally Haiti. Okay, where are the highest homicide rates? Okay, if we look at the United States and its territories, it's Caribbean islands. If we're to look at the highest murder rates, okay, I understand with the Mexican drug war, it picked up quite a bit in Mexico, but it's always traditionally been the population with the highest amount of black people in fucking Latin America. You fucking dipshit. And if we were to look at who have the highest murder rates here in the United States, and we're not looking at the Caribbean islands, it's literally going to be East St. Louis, it's going to be New Orleans, it's going to be Detroit, it's going to be all of these fucking places. It's literally going to be all of you dumb niggas. Okay, that's literally you fucking people.
A lot of you white American people.
No, you guys commit more than 50% of the homicides, you fucking chip.
You motherfuckers that do a lot of mass shooting that don't know.
No, we're talking about statistics, you goddamn retard. I understand you fucking low IQ chimps don't understand per capita. Here's this low IQ nigger with his fucking he's in his deal. Amazing.
Piece of fucking shit.
Trying to tell us Americans we're fucking ignorant. Go back to Jamaica, you fucking ape.
Oh, you got it, you fucking cracker. You dumb cracker.
Yo, damn. I hope the FBA's end up fucking
you wish you could look like me,
fuck you,
dumb motherfucker. That's why you tanning, you dumb motherfucker.
Didn't you
look
have
like
a trigger race war?
ADR, you dumb motherfucker. Ain't nothing triggered about me. I'm here laughing, having a smile.
I love how these black immigrants want to come here and tell us who the fuck is American and how we should be. Like, who's this fucking retard? The FBI is fucking retard. The FBA's want to lynch this fucking ape more than
Pepe, you don't even get pussy. What you talking about?
Don't see any difference
You don't even get
between
pussy.
yourself.
Lava, chicken, Steve lava chicken, yeah, it's tasty as
And go with the
hell.
whites and see the difference.
Oh, mamacita, yeah, I'm ringing the bell.
Yeah.
Do you even have a bachelor's degree, Pepe?
Yeah, he works in mental health. He's a therapist. Can you believe this guy helps African Americans end the psych where he's a therapist?
That's the
How
worst
long
that
the fuck
happens.
are you for a
That's
living?
when minorities have a degree, they suddenly get all like, oh, I have a degree.
Dumb
You have a degree.
motherfucker.
Yeah. I haven't. Okay, first of all, both my parents have advanced degrees.
Both your parents, was they cousins?
Oh, they were so retarded. They were cousins. They got advanced degrees. Like, I love your logic, you fucking retard.
Diego, I think you have selective memory, by the way.
Diego, how do you have this much time to host a room with children?
Dude, it's too good. This is enjoyable.
Diego, thank you. I'm enjoying this, by the way.
What are you gonna tell your kids when they grow up and they're like, where were you, Dad? And you're like, oh, I was on this racist app, Clown House, having fun. Sorry, kids, for.
Sometimes you have to create the experiment where you put these opposite races together in a room and you see what happens in the petri dish. You know what I mean?
But you know, Dap with whatever half nigger children he has, he's not in their lives.
That's
Oh,
what
that's funny.
that's
My
what
daughter-
Diego is that we're a petri dish.
My daughter.
Your daughter's gonna be a fucking hoe. That's what the fuck she's gonna be.
No, my daughter.
No, she's okay. No, she's gonna have. No, she's gonna be a fucking escort.
No, young man, because you're younger than I am. No,
How old are you? How old are you?
I'm older than you, Pepe.
I'm in my. No, hold on a second. I'm almost in my mid 40s. How old are you?
I'm 50. So, no young man.
So your daughter's already a hoe. Okay, amazing.
No young man. My daughter is
Yeah, she's a hoe.
mortician. So
She's a mortician.
Damn. Excuse you, faggot. My daughter, you know, like myself.
So she gets a like with after
Like myself, we're very established.
post-mortem body, she gets a
Thank
put
you.
on her face. Amazing.
She's not a coroner. Let me just put you like that.
She don't suck dick on the side like you.
A mortician is not I love how you use the term mortician. It's a lot different from a medical examiner, which is a doctor. In other words, your daughter's a dumb nigger slut.
Pepe, see those type of comments, let me know your level. So I'm not even
What's my
offended.
level, Negro?
I'm not even offended because at the end of the day, you can't even produce or
You can't produce what?
You
Be-
can
be
write a
specific.
low level homosexual.
Be specific. Can't produce what?
You can't even produce a child. So shut the fuck up.
No, I can. I mean, that's not hard to do. I know a lot of the low IQ Negroes, they produce them rather rapidly. A lot of
And hence why we're overtaking.
Vortex is not as acid at it over like every other race, and so you dumb hold on a second, you dumb dirty apes are not able to you just it's like a dog. It's just like I'm kicking your butt, baby, wanna fuck you.
Politics are trying to hold on
That's what you guys do.
to the back in the days mentality.
You know, Pepe.
That a lot of low degenerate.
Back in the okay, but you think you're coming here with all of this wisdom, but like, let's look at your fucking country. It is by every fucking standard an absolute fucking shithole compared.
So just try to understand what I'm saying. We've moved on, and it's not that we've moved on in a way that we've rejected these ideas completely. Look, the first thing that we have to ask ourselves is, do universals exist? If you deny that universals exist, then you don't even have to engage with Aristotle or Plato. You can jump straight to like Kant and Hume, and that's it. Like, because you don't really need like, you don't agree with universal properties, but obviously that kind of drives you in a corner, like, given your worldview, like, if you reject universals, then you can't really be a realist about, like, anything, really. Then you can't be a realist about, like, morality and meta ethics. You can't be a realist about, like, goodness or badness. You can't really be a realist about anything. It's a really, like, you're kind of driving, as a skeptic, you're kind of driving yourself in the corner, right? You can't really argue with, like, other people because, like, you can't even be a realist about logic. Something like logic, right? You can actually, in a sense. It depends on what type of skeptic or to what extent you.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
عارف بدر البدر؟ صباح الفل يا منورة يا إلي.
شكرا.
أنا إلي والله.
I'm also happy for you that you finished the process. Sounds amazing.
Thank you so much. It really is. It's like unbelievable. I'm like, why did I not do it sooner?
How old are you?
I don't feel comfortable.
அசம்பாவிதங்கள்ல பாகிஸ்தான் அப்பாவி பொதுமக்கள் இறந்துட்டாங்கன்னு யாராச்சும் ஆரம்பிப்பாங்க பாருங்க. அதுல இருக்கு. அதுல இன்னும் அது கண்டிப்பா நடக்கும் கூடிய சீக்கிரம். யாராச்சும் அப்படியே, ஆனா இதெல்லாம் துல்லியமான தாக்குதல். இறந்தவங்க அத்தனை பேருமே தீவிரவாதிகள் தான். ஆனா அப்பாவி பொதுமக்கள் இறந்துட்டாங்கன்னு யாராச்சும் முட்டு கொடுக்க வருவாங்க. அதை நான் எதிர்பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கேன். நன்றிங்க.
இல்ல, இன்னும் சில ஊபிகளுக்கு பாகிஸ்தான்ல இருக்க அந்த மசூத் அசாருடைய மദ്രാസാவை டார்கெட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க அப்படிங்கிறது இன்னும் தெரியல. அதுதான் ஆக்சுவலா
believers. Well, in the synagogue sense, it was like unique to that synagogue. So in other words, what the Lord is saying to St. Peter is like, upon you I will build my assembly, i.e. as if I was like a leader of this.
Apparently there's room to speculate.
In the matter.
Right? For something like,
Lots of money. Like, that's why you made millions. You made millions, but you're a nice guy.
Do me a favor. If you
Can we
look
invite
at my
the comedian? He's my friend, bro.
Who? Which one?
The comedian.
What's his name?
His name is the comedian.
Okay. All right. Do me a favor. Look at my bio. Click on my profile. Look at my bio. All right. That's my Cash App. So you said you got millions? Go ahead and send some of my Cash App.
So how is that? Okay, send you money, man? Is they asking for money?
Yeah, you said you got millions.
Yeah, the earth ain't flat if you ain't rich, dog.
He's trying to play me. Are you from Nigeria?
Don't you know this broke ass bitch is from fucking Egypt? He ain't got fucking 2 shekels to fucking squeeze together.
This is a Zionist, my friend. He's a Semitic. He's Zionist. He's Semitic too.
Yeah, free the hostages and destroy
We are
Hamas.
enemies, but
Bulldoze the
we are
whole
literally
shit
like,
fucking hole and
literally
fucking
like
build again.
Semitic nations. We are enemies. Okay, comedian, shut up. Lionel, listen, Lionel. I will help you with everything, but
Free Palestine. Free Palestine.
free Palestine.
No more hummus, no more crime. Free Palestine.
Comedian.
No more hummus, no more wine.
What do you think of the war between Pakistan and India?
It's tragedy. I hope it doesn't go thermonuclear.
Yeah, what did you like? Can you pick sides? Like, if you had to pick sides, what sides you pick?
I'm on this side of India. But there's no point in choosing sides.
You know that?
It's a big issue. There's rooms right now with like 100 Indians in there, and they're all talking about it. Like, this has got everybody.
What do you think I got my picture? I was in one of those rooms, but it was Pakistani. This is the flag of Pakistan.
What is that? A star and a moon with a green background?
Yeah, this is the flag of Pakistan. Yes.
Why is the moon white and why is the star white?
I don't know. You guys, Pakistani.
Lionel, do you think these Muslims are racists?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, Pakistanis are very racist, huh?
It could go nuclear. Like, today, I wish they could go nuclear.
Can you imagine Pakistan detonates a nuclear bomb? It's like a shitty explosion. It's not that good.
They did it under the mountain, bro. It's not shitty.
Everybody's like, wow, I guess Pakistan doesn't have a big bang, but like the fucking Indians, you know, they got the smartest engineers in the world in India. Trust me, their fucking nuke bombs work and they're bigger.
But Pakistan, you don't know, Pakistanis are very they have very talented people too.
Yeah, I guess, but they don't have 1.4 fucking billion people. When you look at that's 100 million engineers. Pakistan cannot withstand the power of India. They have to relent.
Yeah, but good Indians are in American Silicon Valley. They're not in homeland India. They're literally like that. They don't live there.
The richest Indians don't live in India.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Like, if you are good at engineering, you don't stay in India. Like,
you leave. America, Dubai, they go everywhere. It's the biggest diaspora population on the planet.
So India have the shitty ones, the ones who couldn't travel.
Yeah, but see, intelligence with the internet age, people are smarter than ever before, and Indians really take education seriously.
What kind of engineer who couldn't leave India, who's living on $30 a month? Like, what kind of engineer is that? Because if he's even a good engineer, he would go to Dubai, for example. I'm not gonna say America, Saudi Arabia, but staying in India is proof that he's a shitty engineer.
Yeah, but most of them leave on H-1B visa, then they go back with, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Go back. Nobody goes back, bro. Once you leave that shit, nobody goes back.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
So that's why they have shitty engineers. But when it comes to Pakistani, they don't have. They have the mediocre. It's
but why are you still in Egypt? Egypt is such a shithole. Why do you live there?
Listen. Well, you know that most women are mediocre when it comes to IQ. Mm-hmm. That's why you have more smart women. It's literally statistical. You have more smart women than smart men, because when it comes to men, the variations are very high. You're either smart or stupid.
I'm going out with an Indian chick on Saturday. We're going to go play tennis. She's a quantitative, financial analyst. I mean, she's a mathematician.
Indian?
She's from Kerala or Karachi or something.
They love white dick. I love it.
She's a pretty girl. I mean, I like Indian women. You know why I like Indian women? Because they're not black. They're not Asian. They're not Chinese. They're almost black, but not quite black.
But as a Zionist, you probably have this company, and she's she want to go, she probably works in your company. You're a Zionist, bro, and you control.
Oh yeah, just being a supporter of Israel automatically gives you a big business, right?
You are a CEO, bro. This is the typical, stereotypical. You are a rich Zionist. This is an Indian girl. She have ambitions, and you are trying to play her. This is disgusting.
I'm not trying to play her. I'm trying to play her in tennis.
Like your wife gonna fight about it.
My wife? What are you talking about? I'm not married. You're projecting, bro. You're projecting. You're cheating on your wife.
We are Semitic. We understand each other, bro.
Habibi, you know, I hope Greater Israel takes over Egypt. I hope it takes over Syria. I hope it takes over.
Israelis are like, I actually don't deny the right to be in Palestine. I don't deny. But
what Palestine? There's no such thing as Palestine. There's only Israel.
It's the same thing, bro.
It's exactly the same thing. That's why there's no such thing as Palestine.
Yeah, we could have it like it doesn't matter to me, but I don't. But most of them are not actually Semitic at all. We have Eastern Europeans, and they're like, I'm Jewish. You're not fucking.
Yeah, but it's diaspora Jews. They had to flee the homeland back in 60 CE, 2,000 years ago.
Okay, but are you sure all of these people are actually?
Who cares? They speak Hebrew. Who gives a shit where they came from? They speak the language of the land.
They speak, like if somebody like he was a Slav, like he decided I'm a Jew, I'm gonna go there, like he speaks Hebrew.
Yeah, you ever been to Los Angeles and meet a Persian and you're like, are you Jewish? And then they're like, yeah, I'm Jewish. And they're like, yeah, bullshit, you're a Muslim. And they're like, oh, all right, we converted to Judaism back in 1967.
Yeah, but I don't know. It seems like many nations have like jumped into the caravan, as they call it, tried to go like with the flow, like new state, new country.
That's life. Go with the flow.
Yeah, it's nice, but if nuclear war started, you gotta watch out. We did no Indian fun to you, no Indian fun at all.
If a nuclear war starts off, do you know how much chicken mukni there's gonna be? There's gonna be chicken mukni for everybody.
Listen, everybody left because they're afraid of you. You could literally kick them out of their jobs, influence their study. You control everything in their country, so they're afraid of you. You are terrorizing the audience.
Well, I don't know. Israel's taking over the Gaza Strip right now, so maybe Israel helped India attack Pakistan, and at the same time, they're taking out the Muslim terrorists in the Gaza.
Yeah, but imagine if Pakistan was able to defeat India. How does that make you feel?
You're so stupid. It wouldn't happen in a million years.
Yeah, but imagine if it was Pakistani,
the populations aren't even close. You know how many people live in Pakistan and how many people are in their military? It's very small.
Yeah, but most Indians they don't just care about the government. Most Indians are just trying to live. They don't care.
Yeah, but you're discounting communication, and when you hypnotize a population, they get hypnotized, and they'll do what they're told to do.
They are hungry. They don't have the energy to fight. What about China?
Hungry people make the best soldiers, stupid. You're hungry? Go here. You're hungry? Go there.
They can't fund. They can give food to people.
Yes, they can. They can just borrow. They can buy and borrow. Trust me, Pakistan's fucked. Pakistan made a big mistake.
No, we have lots of money. We have literally give Pakistan $10 billion this month.
Pakistan doesn't have shit. They killed 30 Indians in a terrorist attack, and now they're suffering the consequences.
Pakistani are so talented at recycling things.
Recycling? Who gives a shit about the recycling industry? That ain't the banking industry, stupid.
Could give them scrap metal, they could create a tank out of it.
Yeah, you give a Palestinian a fucking metal pipe for plumbing, they make a rocket out of it.
Yeah, well, that's good. When you're fighting, in a war, you gotta be resourceful.
Yeah, I know, but that's the problem. Is if you gotta be resourceful in a war, you're gonna lose.
But it's not you. You're thinking that you are winning because you are smart. You're not. America's fighting for you.
You have no idea. America has been perfecting war for hundreds of years. Our technology, our entire population. We educate thousands of people in battle every single year that graduate from military schools.
But I'm saying America's fighting for you. It's not. You think that you are beating people in Gaza, for example, because you are smart. It's not that, no. Because you are being supported by American companies.
Dude, they need to release the hostages and surrender. These fuckers need to give it up.
If you have 35s fighting against people who make pipes as rockets, it's not something you should be proud of.
Proud of? I'm sitting here in my mom's basement drinking a Miller High Life, smoking weed. What do I got to be proud of? What are you talking about?
You You are a CEO, bro. I could smell it. You are a CEO. Control this Indian. You have this qualitative research Indian. Like, land the job.
I got a dating app called Hinge, stupid.
Play some tennis, okay?
Aren't you on dating app? Don't you have Bumble in Egypt? Don't you have Hinge in Egypt?
We're gonna hit some balls.
We're gonna go to the golf course and play some golf one of these days, you and I. I'm gonna outdrive you by 50
You're gonna
yards.
teach you how to swing the bat. Fucking evil. You are evil, bro. Okay, we have Corey with us here. What's up, Corey? Oh, I hope you don't feel like distressed in the Semitic nations. According to God, we are chosen, we are superiors, so it's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, yeah, as the world is escalating into like nuclear war, here we have Pakistan, we have literally that situations. Like, so what do you think like would happen like if nuclear war started? Like, who's gonna like? Nobody's gonna defend you. You don't have like mommy America in your back. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go buy some guns. What do you mean?
Like, you're literally gonna be like, yeah, you're gonna be alone now.
I'm gonna dig a hole, a big bunker, get a bunch of weapons, ammunition, food, water, and just ride it out.
Yeah, you see, this is the tactics of Hamas. You're gonna be literally like, you're gonna.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I turned into Hamas.
See, you're gonna dig a hole. You literally said, "I'm gonna dig a hole."
Isn't that funny? That's what the mind thinks. It's like, okay, I'm gonna
That's
go.
intuitive, bro. If you're fighting evil, that's intuitive. Like to go under.
Yeah, they fucked up. The Palestinians really fucked up. They fucked up. October 7th, biggest military strategic blunder of all
Actually,
time.
I don't support that. I think like this was stupid.
Yeah, really stupid. They could have maybe established, peace and like. See, this is the thing is. It's counterintuitive.
You know what's the problem? The problem they miscalculated.
See, you got to realize that Israel has been preparing for this for many years. And so they just underestimated the reaction and the energy. It's just physics. I don't know if you know this, but
they underestimated. They didn't accept this scale, especially the scale was unexpected.
Two planes can't bring down 3 skyscrapers. You know how much energy went into building the World Trade Centers? Do you know how much energy it takes to turn it into dust in an afternoon? It requires thermite detonators. You can't turn 3 buildings into dust with 2 planes. The energy equation is not there. It's not. It's an energy equation. It's physics. It's mathematics. And so what I'm saying is the Palestinians.
You know how much energy, literally, like in those planes, they were like filled with.
It's not enough energy. It's not enough energy to turn the building into dust. It's just not.
The fire does, bro. They are filled with jet fuel, bro. The fire does.
No. It's impossible. It's a solid steel structure. It's impossible.
But it melts under fire.
It doesn't melt. It burns. It doesn't melt. It's just too big. And where the planes hit were at the top, and the pancake theory, that was all thermite detonators. You're crazy if you just go to Google and type in demolition.
Islamic extremists, I don't believe it's a conspiracy, bro.
It's a conspiracy. The CIA did it, and Mossad and Saudis and others.
All the guys who tried taken most of them they are American citizens.
Most Americans do not believe 9/11 was real. They think that it was a controlled demolition.
Americans are stupid. You could control
Egyptians are stupid. You guys still fucking drink camel piss.
I'm not saying as the Semitic nations we control them. Israel have proven they are stupid. Like, you could control them. Literally have their play them as you want.
All I'm saying is October 7th is the same thing as 9/11, meaning the Palestinians didn't understand the energy required to actually fight a war. Because if all, metaphysics is all just energy. So, whatever you do in life, you have to basically break it down into energy. How much energy is it going to cost you to essentially accomplish this goal? And
but comedian, you are underestimating the work done by the intelligence of Israel. Like even we appreciate our enemies, even if our enemies, but they did a great job. Like especially in the pagers job, that was a surprise, bro.
That was a big one.
It was like a stupid move from them.
Did you see Bibi Netanyahu gave Trump a gold pager?
That was like, I'm gonna blow you, or like, it means like I don't like him. Like, it's like, I don't think it was a good thing. It's not a good president.
No way, they're proud. Do you know how proud the Israelis are? Do you have any idea how complicated that is to get fucking people to carry around plastic explosives with them and make them feel secure?
It is very complicated. Also, it is like disassemble the whole Hezbollah, because once you like, probably those devices have like tracing, information connected.
Did you see the photos of all the Hamas soldiers with their arms blown off, their fingers gone? They can't even do anything anymore. All they can do is get on speakerphone.
Yeah, but that's how they got the information. There's actually more like information they got explosives. So they literally know everybody movement. Like they literally imagine like you could know everybody, like what they are seeing.
Do you know why do you know how they would use the pagers? Meaning that they beep you when it's time to get to your battle position. They were using it as a signaling tool. Turns out those fuckers had no idea, but they have plastic explosives stuck to their hips. Stupid.
Yeah, probably. Like I understand these things, but I think it's like there's too much to it. Like they can't be that stupid. Like I don't know how that happened.
What do you mean? People take free shit all the time, and they're like, "Oh, I got some new shit. It's awesome, but it was free." Oh, I got a new cell phone. This cell phone's the greatest. Boom!
Like attacking that guy in Iran, like they did, like they also like kill lots of like Zionists kill scientists, bro. Like how can you kill nuclear like physicists? Like they killed many like Iranian.
Do you know how many Iranians actually send information to Israel because they hate their government? They have they kill people regularly in Iran that collaborate with Israel.
Like many of them like would go like bicycles, like they were like recruited by the Mossad, and like many of them have been executed. Like I've read about this. So they have lots of as you call it in Iran, lots of I don't know the English word, but people against the regime.
People hate their governments. I mean, you're lucky if you like your government.
Traitors, bro. Traitors. That's what they call them. Traitors.
Yeah, but your traitor is my patriot. So I mean.
Yeah, we never like. It amazes me that never like find like a Zionist traitor like go and works for us. Like why do you have like that's like amazes me too. Like I don't know such people exist. Like.
It's got to be the government, meaning like the government of Iran. If you're an intellectual and you get, abused or murdered, or you have a family member that was murdered, you get angry and you're like, I want to see this government collapse. Fuck it. And this is what happens.
No, but most of these traitors, like if you read about it, you can go like Google who, like for example, one scientist was killed by nobody, like a guy who was working in the gym, like. I think he was like partaking some, but this guy was a very like he killed a genius, like somebody who's like eligible for Nobel prizes, and like this. So it's not true. Like many like educated, educated people worked for the government while like ignorant, and nobody like wanted like they get like I don't know the English word, but they gonna give them money. They're gonna like. We're going to get you to America. You're going to be a citizen of the West. We're going to give you all the American dream.
Defectors.
Just do that.
The same thing with the Soviets. America enticed a lot of Soviets to come to America to resettle and defect from the Soviet government. Life is long, man. I mean, history is, I don't know. It's generational history.
I agree with you. And many Americans did it too. Like, but I'm saying like it doesn't mean like if they hate the regime. Actually, Israel have killed 5 like nuclear physicists. Like, it's very sad because one of them is very talented. They could like help humanity. Yes, they are danger.
Yeah, but they're not going to help humanity. They're going to build a bomb.
Yeah, but that's like I don't know, but that's you can't like literally like. Do you think like you can like stop the world like from building bomb? Everybody gonna build them eventually.
Not
But
really.
not that
This is life.
accountability, you know. Especially as you said, we have artificial intelligence, knowledge is everywhere now, so anybody could study.
Yeah,
physics,
but it's
physics.
almost, even though we have knowledge everywhere, it's almost impossible to like, you can't just like force it down somebody's throat. So it's like a whole like you that scientist that was killed, you know, if he's like the Mozart of physics and he's a genius, it's very rare, but even then it's kind of still relative. You don't really know how truly intelligent someone is, let
This
alone
is how Pakistan did it, bro. Have you read about? It's actually one scientist who did it in Pakistan.
Oh,
You don't
really?
need to- It's not that difficult, bro, to make it. It's not that difficult.
Yeah. You know, what's interesting about a nuclear bomb is you're creating something out of nothing, in the sense that you're able to like get to the essence of material physics. So it's like technically anybody should be able to make a nuclear bomb, because what it
The
really,
problem
it's
is
just a,
not technical. You don't get it. In making nuclear bombs, the problem is not technical, especially today. As you said, you could like have super intelligent, like helping you could research. You could have information. Books are available. So it's not like the problem is like other countries are controlled. It's like very.
but look at
regulated, controlled
COVID-19.
agency.
Look at COVID-19. That was more destructive than a nuclear bomb in terms of
And more
economic.
sophisticated, actually, engineering
Yeah.
a virus is more like sophisticated.
Yeah. So, anyways, I mean, you know, the point is stay alive. That's the purpose of life.
Like, it's like we believe in faith. Like if you're gonna live, you're gonna live. Like it's in God's hands.
It's not. It's, you know, that's an easy way to say it. I'm just saying that. What do you think the purpose of life is?
As a Muslim, the purpose of life is to worship God. And as a Jewish, you probably have the same purpose. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think that's the primary purpose, is to worship. I think it's to cleave or to unite with God, but not to worship. Like, God doesn't want worshipers. God wants lovers.
Okay. That seems like lovers. Okay.
Meaning he doesn't. God isn't so vain that God wants to be worshipped. God wants.
I want to live in post-apocalyptic world. That's my dream.
A post-political world?
Yes, post-apocalyptic. I don't know the word, but like Fallout. You know the game Fallout?
I don't know, Xbox or whatever.
Like when you have like war and post that, you know.
It's a dream, though. That's utopia. It's not possible because, you know, I have many history books, and when you look at the Roman history, the Chinese history, Japan, everything, it's just never-ending chaos and war and war and war. It just doesn't fucking stop. It's crazy. And you know what the most wild thing is that you are having a conversation right now in 2025, and guess what? You are a survivor, meaning that your parents and your grandparents and like you all survived to create you right now. So the question is, it's like you won the lottery of survival in terms of war in human history. And it's like, okay, well, what are you going to do with your, you know, your lottery winnings? You're going to come on Clown House and bitch and moan and waste your time and be immature or stupid or whatever. So it's like,
listen, but war have been actually it's good. Like eventually, like I don't think like it will be a utopia, but eventually a utopia is that kind of like all like the destruction is too imminent. Like it's not the utopia you think about. You know, living happy. I think like after a nuclear war, humanity will change like dramatically.
There's already been a nuclear war. 2 cities have already been completely wiped off the face of the earth, but that's nothing compared to what happened to Europe in World War II. So, I mean, nuclear weapons are relative because a nuclear bomb is 25,000 tons of dynamite. So it's really compression of explosion. And so it's just relative. Like a nuclear bomb is not a nuclear bomb. A nuclear bomb is the equivalency of the number of dynamite sticks. So it's just energy. And so what I'm saying is
So do you think like, for example, like there are other ways for human extension, like AI taking over and deciding like these stupid apes, like
I think the transhumanism thing, where eventually like we integrate hardware into our brains, like maybe at birth or something.
That's happening right now, but that's okay.
But that will produce geniuses that will be able to essentially fully automate production. And so, yeah.
You are saying the human nature as it is fault because like war is happening. Humans as their default design right now, they cannot sustain a life, an ideal life that we want. So we gotta like modify them. For example, you have Lionel. He's like savage. We're gonna like implant something in his mind, make him like more civilized.
Did you ever see this movie called THX 1138? I think it's George Lucas's. It's the first movie George Lucas ever made. He did Star Wars, and it's about a society that has to live underground because of nuclear war. And so they fully automate society, and everybody is on a drug. And eventually, one of the people in the society stops taking the drug, and he tries to like free himself and this girl that he loves, and they try to get back to the top of the planet, but they find out that it's just a wasteland. So it's like robots and nuclear technology and humans living in a very
so what they call them cyborgs, like I agree with you. We need like
they're not cyborgs, they're humans, but they're using drugs, medication to essentially turn themselves into robots. No emotions, nothing. And it's all for productivity and survival.
Like it's impossible, like as you said, like at some point, like we gotta do something. Like I don't know, the world like eugenesis. There's a world like the Nazis did a lot of that.
The Nazis, they really did believe that they were able to. They're very, it's crazy what happened. World War II is the craziest thing ever.
Like, look at this. Like, some humans need like some gene editing, at least, like, or at least you gotta like pick like some superior humans and like allow them to reproduce.
See, this is another theory: is that there's not a speck of dust out of place in the whole universe, and that everything is exactly as the way that it should be. Meaning that like we're already in a simulation, but we are unaware of it. Meaning that like we're actually in the Garden of Eden, but for some reason we can't recognize it, and thus we have all the conflict. So it does deal with like human consciousness, and really it's the sociopaths, the people who actually cause physical harm and are, mean and nasty. It's the sociopaths historically that have ruined society.
I don't agree with that. Like you have many empaths, like I love him. I'm gonna like they are actually very like unfair because they're controlled by their emotions. Emotions like for example, Lionel mother will protect Lionel at all costs because she loves her son. Like even if he did something wrong, so it's not like the emotions doesn't make you a good person. Like many of your things.
Life is like can be just very bad luck. I just read about a guy who got murdered, got robbed by somebody who robbed 21 other people, and it's like society. If society doesn't care out the laws,
Chicago, right?
Yep.
It's a shitty place. Like I would never like. I would be like if I'm from Gaza, like I will stay in Gaza. Don't put me in Chicago.
No, it's still better than Gaza. Come on.
It's a shitty place, bro. Like
it's shitty because people are shitty, and the point is like you got to be on your tiptoes all the time. You don't know when you're gonna get robbed.
If you're rich, like life is beautiful, but if you're like
tragedy strikes even when you're rich. That's why I say it's got to be a simulation. Look at Kobe Bryant, flying to his $100 million mansion in his helicopter, smashes into the side of a fucking mountain. Yeah, gone. He deserved it.
Yeah, like I don't know.
He should have just drove to his house. Why did he have to fly a helicopter?
Exactly. Like, why would you do that? Like, this is the kind of things that make you deserve. Like, why would you like buy a Bugatti? You could buy like any car. Like,
see, governments and just don't care if you die. There's like you might be really rich. See, this is the weirdest thing in the like. I'm just saying that.
Because like what you gotta do, like when somebody dies, it's over, bro. Like what you gotta care about it. Like it's like when he was alive, I think like government did care about celebrities like Kobe Bryant. But once he died, your story ends, bro. Nobody cares about you.
No, I know. It's kind of crazy. Things don't shut down when like the Pope dies, and then immediately they're just like, "We get congrats, we got a new one." So
yeah, nobody cares about him. He's in history books now. Like it's over.
Yeah, that's the thing is here
That's
today,
why
gone
you gotta
tomorrow.
fuck as many bitches as you can, comedian, and you gotta live your life to the fullest. That's
Yeah, but it's not just about quantity; it's about experience of quality. Meaning that like you might have a lot of sex, but a percentage of that sex is just not good sex. You want to achieve the highest standard of level, highest level.
You know, the Greeks have thought about this. Like they thought, like, and I agree with those hedonistic Greeks. Like they tell you it's all about pleasure. They literally solved everything for like thousands of years.
Yeah, I know. Everything has already been solved. So the question is, why are people bombing each other? Why are people terrorizing each other? I don't understand it. It's wild.
Well, like as you said, because I told you, like human beings are like designed to do that by nature. It's like they didn't like evolve beyond nature. Like you gotta be controlling, you gotta like assert your dominance. It's like the jungle, you gotta be the top of the hierarchy.
But it's like first of all, it's political and it's insecurity. So if you're a good ruler and you're very wise, you never get angry. Power doesn't get angry. Power doesn't panic. Power is sublime. But the problem is a lot of people see this is why Trump's assassination made him into like the most dangerous person in the world, because he's actually happy now. First time he wasn't happy.
Actually, he proved to many, like we thought he was a coward, but he proved he's not a coward. Like I liked him at that point. He proved like as a man I connected to him, even I don't like him, but you connect to brave men as you like you have this connection between men. So like the way like he waved his hand and he was not afraid.
See, courage is considered like one of the highest virtues. So if you can demonstrate courage, and thrust your fist in the air and scream, fight, fight, fight. Like that,
he did.
Yeah, that mind virus and meme really in many ways absolutely guaranteed him the presidency. Because
he won that moment he won the election, bro. Like actually he demonstrated his courage, like but it was not noticeable. Like when he met like the president of North Korea, he was like very calm and collected. Like he's not the nervous like person. Because he's probably a psychopath or
something. That's why I say he could be a secret sociopath. But I just wonder if like a sociopath can pathologize, meaning like, can you reverse engineer a sociopath?
Actually, sociopath, like if I was like asking for a fair judgment, I'm gonna like change the topic because still. I will ask a sociopath. Like I would trust a sociopath because they are like detached from emotion. Like if they
See, you can be detached from emotion, but there's like a negative and a positive way to detach, where you still maintain your humanity and you're not a robot. So that's the big differentiation. See, Stoic philosophy.
They're not robots. Actually, their definitions, they only have like weaker emotional like. They don't sense emotions as we do. It's not they are robots.
Well, there's this mafia killer named the Iceman that killed like 100 and something people, and just the coldest, most detached and terrifying person you could ever meet. Who literally he was a contract killer that killed 100 plus people. And but yet still very gentle and peaceful and strong and confident. So it's like, it's like a gorilla or like a silverback. It's like it's brain psychology. It's brain science.
He's like a polar bear. Like he doesn't care.
Yeah, just doing it, just roaming and eating. Just
So,
no,
like,
yeah.
I understand what you say. I understand this look, like somebody who isn't like empty.
Yep.
I get it. Yeah, but sometimes people have that because they feel justified. It's not that they, like if you have a good reason to do something and you feel you are right, it's not that you are a sociopath. You'll not just do it. Like you are, yeah.
See, life though can sweep you away, meaning you might have the best intentions and you might win, but then something bigger comes along, and that's the natural kingdom where a bigger fish eats the smaller fish, and the smaller fish is completely unaware that there's even a bigger fish. Next thing you know, the smaller fish is being digested, and you're like, what happened? What happened?
For example, let's say you work like with the government, your execution day of some criminal, this guy's innocent, and you don't feel like guilty about executing this guy. Like it's okay, like he killed, you believe he killed people, you have a reason. Does that make you, this kind of detachment is actually more dangerous than sociopathic detachments.
Mm-hmm.
Once you feel justified, you can do anything. And some people are very good at justifying things to themselves.
Yep.
They could like have some reasons, and do whatever they want. That's why, like, I think this is the most evil coming from. It's not from real psychopaths. It's from people who justify things to themselves and others, like, to do anything they want.
See, that religion can help you justify anything because, yeah, that's the danger of Islam, where
it's not. You're literally like bombing people. You're justifying like doing genocide in Gaza. So
no, you don't understand. Like if you read Rumi or Sufism, and you mix it with wine and cannabis and war. Because, like, look, earlier you mentioned the Greeks and hedonism. Well, the Romans and the Greeks really did hedonism to the highest level ever in human achievement.
Because
with
that's
slaves
the
and
purpose of
sex.
life. I mean, you should be going there, like, finding, like, doing shit. This is my plan, bro. Practice hedonism to an extent.
Well, then that's where, you might end up dying because you're practicing the life of a hedonist.
I don't know, I'm gonna read about it, but I think this is like, I was thinking about this, like, I think this is all that matters. Like, as you said, like, you're gonna be forgetting whatever you want. Like, look at these great people, like, done things, nobody cares, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, but that game also becomes boring. So you have to find a nice blend of hedonism with conservatism and peace, because the problem with hedonism is you can end up it's so self-destructive that the alternative.
It doesn't matter, bro. Like when you're gonna like be distracted anyway. Imagine if you could have cancer at any moment. Like imagine comedian. You could be like you could literally
Everybody already has cancer right now. It's called mortality. You're gonna die.
So it doesn't matter, bro. Like once you think about it, like you're gonna like if you have like the opportunity to enjoy life, hedonism could mean many things to different people. Like
no, hedonism really should just mean be in the moment, which is now. And if you're ever outside of the now, then you're really losing. You're failing to achieve the now, which is the all. So, I mean, you said earlier that Islam is about worshiping God. Well, God is the now. There's no God 10 years ago.
But
there's no such thing as 10 years ago.
We all know that this God is like it's not it's like as you said that it's something to tell the people, but like when it comes
it's not something to tell the people. It's the same thing as your name on this app. New is the same thing as the word now. So that's what God is. The word God can be translated as the word all or new or now or wow. It's always dealing with the present moment. There is nothing else but the present moment in our reality. So, that's what it is. I mean, there's like hardly a past. There is no past. It's just a compression now.
Do you think the world would be better without religions, like all religions? Do you think it would be a better place?
That'd be boring.
Yeah, I think it would be amazing. Like,
no, it would be boring. It would be boring. Just imagine if every book was destroyed and books were outlawed. Then it would be like that book 1984 or something. It would become a prison industrial complex for everybody, and it would be boring.
But we will appreciate life more. Like we'll have all like we'll not like oh I'm gonna have another life. I don't need like this. If you think this is all you got, like you will put all that you got. Dude.
Listen, the basis the basis of the best argument is that there's not a speck of dust out of place in the whole universe. So all your hypothesizing is actually inaccurate, meaning that the way things are now is a very highly refined state. And it's probably an improvement from the year, 50 AD. It's probably. I mean, there's more people now ever on the planet. COVID-19 and the vaccines we're depopulating and there's lower birth rates, but there's still more people now than ever before. So I think
Pakistan is going to help us with that. Like we're going to depopulate soon, probably.
I don't think a nuclear bomb is as big as you think it is. COVID-19 and the vaccines is probably the biggest depopulation event in human history. I don't think 10 nuclear bombs could achieve what COVID-19
How many millions did COVID kill?
It's not about how many they killed now. It's about all the fertility rates have plummeted. So there's going to be no new people. It's just like this app. You see,
this is new to me.
You see this app. You don't see any party hats, do you? That means there's no new people. And if you look around, I don't know about you, but I don't see babies. I don't see any babies. You see any babies? I don't see any babies.
Generations use different apps, like TikTok stuff. I'm saying like Kobe doesn't like. I don't think it interfered with the ability like to conceive.
John a really serious question.
What?
When it comes to 1984, all that Orwellian bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
There was a movie that I used to watch where they outlawed books,
mm-hmm.
and then you would be able to steal and sneak a book, and your whole job as a citizen was to read that one book and memorize it over and over and over and over again, and you burn the book. But then you walk around this lake, and then you would I would tell you my book, John, while you tell me your book. As we both walk around the lake, round and round and round, because we don't have a book, but we just remember, the remembrance of the books we've read. What the fuck movie was that?
I don't know.
Well, we have two personalities.
No, I got another room open called comedy.
And you reminded me of it, talking about